Good evening and welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Taylor Bishop.
And I'm Brea Baker.
The Tallahassee Police Department says they will use an estimated $2 million federal grant to fund an additional 15 police officers. The 3-year grant from the U.S. Department of Justice Office of Community-Oriented Policing Service will allow TPD to address the growing trend of violence in Tallahassee. New officers are expected to work in non-traditional squads, a community-oriented police squad, and violent crime responsive teams. An agenda will be brought to the City Commission in October in order to recommend acceptance of the grant. As many gathered in Washington, D.C. to see Pope Francis' historic visit to the U.S., Tallahassee local Teresa Day and family are off to see the Pope. The single mother of 6 received 7 tickets after writing a letter to the priest of Basilica in Washington. According to Day, she believes miracles are possible, and the devotion of their faith was shown in the letter.
The $22 tow increase fee introduced by Tallahassee Towing Companies is now in full effect. This is Tallahassee's first increase in the last 10 years. Multimedia journalist Nicole Doty has the story.
As of August 27th, illegally parking in private lots will now cost you more than before. The Tallahassee City Commission approved the trespass tow fee of $22, increasing the price from $88 to $110. The hike was proposed by Tallahassee Towing Companies, arguing the price increase of fuel, labor, and insurance. Apartment complexes such as Seminole Grand has informed residents and their visitors. Leasing agent Rodrigo Delgado explains how residents are informed.
From the moment that all of our residents sign their leases to whenever they pay their rent, or pick up their parking decal, we definitely let them know that they need to have that decal to not get towed here. If they have friends or family members that are going to come visit them, they definitely need to be having them park in a visitor spot.
Students like Jennifer Bradley, who have trouble finding parking on her campus, questions whether the university will provide more parking spaces.
I'm hoping that they build more lots for us because, like I say, the parking is limited and raising the towing price doesn't make it any better.
To prevent your vehicle from being towed, please read all signs thoroughly. And for students and residents who have assigned decals, please make sure that you are parked in your designated area. For News 20 at 5, I'm Nicole Doty.
Despite the $22 hike, the city of Tallahassee has one of the lowest towing rates in the state of Florida.
Okaloosa County Deputy Bill Myers died Tuesday after he was shot multiple times in the head and back. The 25-year department veteran retired in 2013, but returned to work in January to earn money for trips to Disney World with his young granddaughter. Authorities say the suspect, Joel Dixon, was being served a domestic violence restraining order at the lawyer's office. While turning over his gun to Myers, he pulled out a concealed weapon and shot the deputy multiple times. The suspect was later killed in a confrontation with the police. Myers was 64 years old. And Florida Governor Rick Scott proposed he will ask for more than $19 million in the budget towards mental health and substance abuse programs after a meeting with the Department of Children and Families. Scott announced he will work side by side with Secretary Carroll to help families affected by mental illness and substance abuse. He says he is committed to improving the mental health of our state.
And now switching to entertainment news, here's Gabrielle Dawkins with E-Live.
This is your daily entertainment with Gabrielle Dawkins, and Tisha Campbell is making music again. She recently created a new video and song titled Still Here. Campbell says her song and video is about forgiving her abuser who violated her when she was only 3 years old. In the video, she wears the words from the apology letter her attacker gave her, and overall, she said that this video is about purging anger, grudge, pain, self-deprecation, or any negative emotion. The moment we all have been waiting for has finally come. Empire Season 2 is tonight at 9 p.m. and according to BuzzFeed, we can expect a little character change. I don't want to give it all away, but that does it for entertainment. Back to you guys at the desk.
Travis, what do we have to look forward to next in sports?
Well, the FAMU Rattlers are set for their first home game of the season. All of that next in sports. You're watching News 20 at 5. Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I'm Travis Milton with your sports. The FAMU Rattler football team is set to take on Tennessee State Tigers this Saturday for their first home game of the season. Head coach Alex Wood says that this HBCU rivalry game is very rich in history.
You know, it's been a great rivalry. I mean, I've got, you know, experience in SWAC and playing against TSU myself, you know, obviously with other schools, but Tennessee State's always had a great program, a historic program, just like FAMU, just what Alvin said earlier. And I think the rivalry, you know, itself is second to none, in my opinion.
That's all we have in sports. Back to you all at the desk.
That's going to do it for us tonight. For Shakori and Travis, I'm Bray Baker.
And I'm Taylor.